So as a conclusion to Psalm 15, we find that David has 10 qualities of a person who wants to worship in Zion or be in touch with God. So David says that he who follows the pattern that is set in Psalm 15 will never be shaken. He will enjoy fellowship with God and experience divine blessings and security. So we find that today we live among people who are evil and whose motives are questionable, and moral standards are much below what God wants it to be. So our standard of living should not be dictated by the standards of the world that come from this society which is so evil. Our standard of living must come from what God tells us. So thus we find that there are 10 descriptions that David has given to the one who qualifies to abide with God. The first thing he says is that such a person who wants to abide in the company of God should be blameless. Secondly, he should be righteous. Thirdly, he should be honest. Fourthly, he should be without slander, and he should control his tongue, and he should live without doing wrong. And sixthly, he should be above reproach. And seventhly, he should distinguish between good and evil. And eighth point is that he should keep his oaths or keep the promises he has made. And nine, he does not take interest and usury from his fellow brethren. And finally, he does not accept bribes. So bribes are the thing that blind a person and make him lose his moral standing. So as we grow in our relationship with Christ, we develop a desire to live by God's standards in our daily life. So obedience to God is revealed, and that is a requirement for full participation in God's sanctuary, that according to David. But Israel could not meet these standards that David had put before the people of Israel. So God reduced the standards to 4. So in Psalm 15, the requirements for a person to be close to God were 10 requirements. And God saw that the Israelites couldn't follow it, so then he reduced it to 4. And let us see that next time in the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verses 15 to 16. God puts 4 requirements as against David, who puts 10 requirements. So let us go on with this study.